guys so much, and now we are here for the grand finals of the Fortnite Championship Series. Now, you guys know who I am. I'm Zeke. It's the crew that will be hanging out all weekend long. On the left of me, you've got Sundown, the luscious locks, T-posing on everyone with a nice little dab. In the back, you've got Dr. Lupo. He recently won an award for being an incredible human being. And to his right, you've got Monster D-Face, incredible content creator, and people still confuse us for some reason. I'm not sure why. Up in front, you've got SHAREfactory, the big man with even bigger plans. He's 10 out of 10, and by the end of the stream, he'll be eating a cup of mayonnaise. Now, Fortnite fam, I know you guys are ready to get into all of the action, but first, we should probably get all these new faces to the broadcast up to speed on how the broadcast is going to be run. Let's start with the broadcast schedule. So right now, we're going to be hopping into Europe during one of the heats going on right now. Later on, we'll take a look at some of the replays from Middle East that happened this morning with a live look in Brazil after that. And then we'll wrap the day with NA East. Now, how are these guys racking up their
With the rest of the region, they average a 1.4 place and 3 wins, 2 second places. I know I've always harped on it, but it took literally 4 really bad games in both of those second place, and any other time they've played their game, they've been on top. But Shia,
well, I understand they got their high placements, they're in their high castle, but personally, I see a revolution coming. I predict an upset, Stompy Chicken and Aqua actually taking it all home at the end of the grand finals. They're amazing, but I think they won't have it what it takes ultimately, and Aqua will steal the race at the very end.
Well, we'll have to see how things pan out for.
Look back if we can see exactly how that played out for them previously. But maybe, granted, we can see on the minimap that there's nobody at Dusty Depot right now, but that's a potential drop spot for a trio at this point. But right now it's uncontested. You see there's builds there and there's no one around. They have free rotation in to see where the next circle ends up. Meanwhile, you're going to have teams smushed up against each other already on the movement in.
Get that zone to fall in their favor, because otherwise they'd have to burn some valuable resource early on.
I will say, over 10 seasons of Fortnite, this hill has been one of the most consistent high ground. If you're looking down on Timber Town where there's no building, you have essentially free shots on players that do, for some reason, choose or are forced to rotate through that circle advantage now, and now they are sitting at the forefront, able to storm back.
They have the zone right there. They go outside the storm, the safety zone, just to try and force that fight, and then failed.
You got to think the potential chance of taking damage from the storm storm surge might have been the reason for the push. Not 100% sure. We didn't have the number up on the screen at that moment, but you have to think, throwing away a positional advantage the last second there, especially because you know the storm timer. The circle timer is on your screen, so they know that at some point, if they're going to push, they need to make it quick, or they just need to wait. Meanwhile, 3 HP. The other two from the trio. So he Amplify still up. This is the game one, by the way.
Oh, they are.
25 points. A big lead going into game 2.
This is what we like to call shambles loot right here, man. Mira with no heals, 3 HP in a dream. Amplify also equally hurt. They do have a couple of their names. Dicey.
Look on your minimap, they have to rotate right now just to try and give everybody a chance. Miro drop everything that he's got just in case. Any chance at this point, 3 HP is not the best situation to be in. Here we go, Matsoe pushing forward. The other two not yet on his tail. You see, you can watch on the minimap just a second there.
You actually have to appreciate Matsoe kind of leading the charge here. He's the only one with shield on his team, so he says, you know what, I'm going to go out first. I'll do the building, putting down the fire, putting all the ammunition to use here. We're almost in the final zone now. This is it. Storm Zone 9. The close-in will happen. Looks like Benji Fishy's going to go for that high ground. You saw him elevate himself right there. He's going to go out of the harm's way of the shockwave, and Misha will be able to get out here and just get down and dirty with the TAC SMG right now, Lupo.
You have to remember at the last set of placements here, the points really pick up as you go from 5th to 4th and 3rd to 2nd, and then the victory royale. So every time you see a player go down, like right there, the 4 trios remaining get even more points. As soon as one more trio goes down, we're going to 1st and 2nd, and that's it. And we're down to the very last second. There's a spray from above. This honestly, as soon as we got to top 40, this was Mongrel, Mitro, Benji Fishy, all the way to the end. No surprise here.
And a monstrous 12 Elan game right there. And you saw even in the final moments, they did try to drop a couple of medium bullets there. With that, we're going to send it over to the studio with Zeke and Sundown. What do you have for us, guys?
Strong. We are one step closer to Shio. Here, Char Mayonnaise.
And it's escalated because he said